Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Wednesday night, so you know what that means. That means the Wrestling for Life brings you another episode of AEW Dynamite. We're going to dive into all the action, all the reaction tonight. So make sure you get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show. Don't be quiet, don't be shy, and make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We're live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and this is AEW Dynamite tonight. An exciting one ahead coming off of WrestleDream. Lots of questions, lots of things to dive into, lots of things to figure out when it comes to Dynamite. Who's doing what, who's going where, who's fighting. But we got a busy, busy card tonight and a lot of interesting things to dive into. I'm looking forward to this one. As always on a Wednesday, nothing but hope, nothing but excitement. Hopefully TK and crew have something good planned for us tonight. We got to talk about Moxley. We got to talk about Adam Cole. We got to talk about MJF, Daniel Garcia, and so much more. Never mind the list of matches that have been sent our way, as we are going to get the debut of Shelton Benjamin, Lio Rush. We're going to get Sasha. I know, Sasha against Queen Aminata, and so much more. FTR's back. We haven't talked about them in a long while. What else we got? Trios match, which we'll talk about later. And, of course, Jay White taking on Christian. So, stack card, lots to get into. We are building towards full gear at this point, and maybe a little bit more. But, folks, I will remind you, for the next couple hours, you will be strapped in with Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. Big shout out to Big Nick and Anthony. I know they're probably out there somewhere. I see that chat filling up already. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. As I always say, get in there. Let me know what you're thinking about. What is on your wrestling mind? What news in the wrestling world's got us talking? We're going to get into all of it here this evening, but it should be fun. As I say every Wednesday, lots of excitement, lots of hope. We feel like there's a lot of things potentially brewing. I didn't even talk about what's happening with Ospreay, the Callis family, Fletcher turning. A lot coming out of WrestleDream to kind of digest and hopefully build on tonight. So, like I said, click all the buttons. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit share. Give everybody you know this link. Let's jack this channel up tonight. I want to see triple digits hanging out with us, and we will see where it goes. But for me, one of the most intriguing things about tonight is Moxley, the BCC. Are they even the BCC anymore? Are they still called the BCC? What does it mean? When he won the title, he didn't really celebrate with it. He put it in a bag. What's in the bag? Where's the bag going? Who's the bag for? Is there a higher power? If so, who is the higher power? Could it be a McMahon? I highly doubt it, but we'll find out. I mean, hopefully we'll get some more clues tonight. We will see what happens. Will there be an update on Bryan Danielson? How is he doing? Will they tell us? Will it just be kind of on the back burner? But Moxley will be in the building tonight. I'm super excited to see where this is going. I'm also very excited to see what's going to happen between Fletcher and Ospreay. I think these two have a lot of potential. We've already seen one outstanding match between these two. So I guess we'll wait and figure it out. A couple things on the card. We're not really sure where they came from or why they're happening, but it is what it is. But happy Wednesday to everyone out there. You got Hump Day in the books. Friday Junior tomorrow. The weekend is getting really close. And it should be a busy one here at the channel, as we got all the wrestling you can handle and all the wrestling you could want. So, that all being said, I'm not going to waste any time tonight. I'm just going to say hello to people and get to it, as I see that number climbing already. So let's jump into roll call, and then we'll see what you guys have for me to talk about on this one. But I will say, and everyone remember this, mark this, bookmark it, clip it, do what you want. But I'm very excited, very happy for this show. I want to know what is going on. I know there was some criticism, a good amount of criticism and deserved criticism about WrestleDream. I thought it started off amazing, and then I thought it fell flat in the back half. Even the big climax in the main event was a little bit lackluster, but that was my take. I know a lot of people came at me, didn't really agree with me. We will see. But hello, Quidarius. How you doing? How you doing? C Money's back with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lumps LLC. Nice. You copywriting that? You gonna pull a Jericho? Let's find out. Hey, buddies. Eric, welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, the aftermath of WrestleDream should be very interesting. Boston, welcome back, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Looking forward to tonight. I like it. Damien, the leader of the Hopium tribe, says, looking forward to Jay White, Christian Cage. It's funny with this match, Damien, because when they first announced it, I was like, why? Then I was reminded, and this is a bit of a run back, that Jay White had a bit of an issue with Christian in the past. So Jay White's kind of running through and checking some names off the list. This one's a tough one to call. I can't imagine either guy kind of losing clean right now. So I'm really intrigued with this match. Jay White coming off a big win. I don't think he's done with Adam Page. I don't think he should be done with Adam Page. Christian's in the wings to get a title shot, but the whole heel cashing in only really works on a baby face. Moxley's not quite a baby face. So now what happens? What happens? What do you guys think is going to happen with this cash in, with this money in the bank S contract that he has? I don't know. Howdy in the White Six. Howdy, y'all. How you doing? How you doing? Wrestling Proud, welcome back. Good to see ya. Cherokee George is in the house. Evening all, ready for wrestling. Just watched Wrestling Revolver match of Tyrus EC3, a bull rope match just to get ready for tonight. One of the most clicked on clips that we've ever put out was me and Nick talking about Tyrus, and when he was kind of going through that feud with EC3. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, that's for sure. Paul Carpenter, welcome back. Eco, welcome. No Gyms, what's up? Well, got Wrestling Proud already. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. I just like saying it. I really do. Can't help it. Happy Wednesday to you, sir. Eric, welcome back. Odds, welcome back. Roddy, I'm here to torture myself by trying to enjoy AEW again. That's what I do every Wednesday. We get here, we get excited, we're full of hope, and I really, really want the product to deliver. Every week, I know some people, you're too hard on AEW. I'm hard on AEW because I see the roster. I know the talent's there. I know what this company was. So yes, we're all going to go through it. Hopefully it's not torture. Hopefully it's an enjoyable 2 hours. And remember, the wrestling might suck, but we never do. So you got that going for you. Eric Tate, what's up? What's up? Eric Davidson, welcome back. We got a couple Erics kicking around. Roddy, I'm sort of wrestling sadomasochist, or however you spell it, or however you say it. Apparently, what's up, Tony? Boston, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Damien, we got FTR. So the FTR thing's interesting. We hadn't seen FTR in a hot minute. Dax said he had hurt his back, didn't tell anybody, had to take time off. And then, again, good on him. He's trying to raise awareness and raise money for everything that happened in Florida with the storms. So I kind of feel like they got back onto TV. It's very interesting. They're going up against Learning Tree. I don't love it. I mean, your tag team division, you have FTR, the Grizzled Young Vets, the Outrunners that are cooking right now. I really want to see something good happen. I hope this isn't the beginning of an FTR Learning Tree program. Does anyone out there want that? I don't think I want it. Safit, welcome back. Kid Revos, welcome back. How you doing? How you doing? Positivity. Hope. Let's have hope. Kevin Owens closing in on a new deal. I saw this story going around again with the wrestling dirt sheets. I don't believe it till it's done. But all reports are saying that KO is about to dial back in. I kind of didn't expect anything else. I said this before, that if I was to have to put money down, I could see Sammy leaving before KO left. I think KO is very dialed into what he's doing. He's involved in main event stuff. Sammy's kind of a fluctuating guy. And as much as I love Sammy, I could see him trying to see what he could do with AEW. However, it looks like KO's not going anywhere. So I didn't expect it, really, to be honest. What's up, Gilly? Welcome back. Always holding the fort down. This is what I do. This is what I do. Thank you. Ken, good to see you. I'm really digging the Fletcher and Ospreay stuff, and I'm really excited to see what happens with Adam Cole and MJF. So I'll address two things separately real quick there, as I got about 4 minutes left, so I might have to rapid fire through some of these names because I talk so much. That was a fast 10 minutes. But Fletcher, Ospreay, I love. If Callis would just knock it off with the screwdriver, I'd be a lot happier. I like the idea. I mean, no, Fletcher, a lot of people criticized Fletcher was only a baby face for like a month, and then he flipped back. I do think there has to be a little more consistency from the booking, but Fletcher kind of joining forces with now your champion in Takeshita, there's options there. There's opportunity there. Now Lance Archer's joining the family because Jake Roberts traded him to go loco. But as far as Cole and MJF go, this one's interesting. I thought they killed this story. I thought this story was dead. I thought the kick in the balls was the end of it. I thought we were done. Now, MJF was the babyface. Adam Cole was the devil. Adam Cole comes back to a hero's welcome. MJF runs away like a heel, and it's a little bit confusing. There's a little bit of disconnect between the story you were telling and the story we get now. Are we going to forget the past? Are we just going to act like the past didn't happen? It's really odd how that all played out. I tried to explain it to everybody that was listening on Saturday of Shibata gets beat up by Perry. Shibata should get a rematch then because he got screwed. But then, Danny comes out, so maybe Danny's getting the next match. But then MJF comes out to beat up Danny, so maybe he's out. And then Cole comes out to beat up MJF, so maybe I don't know. It's a lot. But anyway, I got to get some names. Tony, how you doing? I mean, we expected Bobby on Saturday. We didn't get him, so maybe we'll get him tonight. Roddy, welcome back. Cherokee George, gotcha. OG Dale, how you doing? Kid Revos, I'll get back to that one. Clay Lewis is with us. Wrestling Proud, gotcha. Carlos, how you doing? Welcome, sir. Gilly, got you already. Who else we got here? Denisha, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Mark Colo Collins, I didn't even know it was on last week. LOL. I love AEW, though. Funny how that works out, though, right? But it was on Tuesday. We were definitely live for that one. Jules, welcome. Good to see you. TJ, good to see you. Rainsider Anthony. I'm literally watching AEW because of Boston. I was not watching tonight. There you go. That's cute. I'm glad he could bring you to us. I'm not sure why, and I can't explain it, but I believe Christian will fail his cash in. Yeah, I don't know what we do with that, Brian, but we'll talk about that as the show goes on. Bradley, our predictions champion, how you doing? Welcome back, sir. Todd, good to see you. Robert, as always, a pleasure as the Moxley era begins, and it looks like I'm about 1 minute away from the start. Thank you so much for the super chat. I like the hat. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. Showing love for my team, even though they aren't playing, which sucks. Dope Dubs, good to see you. Logan, good to see you. Easy Bake, always a pleasure. LJ from BK. Spaz, we appreciate again. Remember, folks, super chat, super stickers are your way to guarantee you get in that chat. And make sure I click on your comment. K Jiggity, I hope the day is treating you good, my dude. All days treat me good, sir. Thoughts on what a culture assertion that Grisham TNA deal is done and maybe follows his wife to WWE means Big Bad Fed is gutting TNA. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't think they are gonna gut TNA, and I do think there's a bit of a revolving door kind of thing happening here. We've seen a lot of NXT talent go that way. By the way, we're getting the start of Dynamite. I will continue the greetings. Oh, that's loud. But we are rocking and rolling, folks. We're kicking this off with Yuta, Moxley, Shafir, all sitting in the back of a pickup, like Dazed and Confused style. All right. Willie, how many former WWE talents have went to AEW and won heavyweight championships besides Swerve and Joe? Swerve, Joe, Moxley, Jericho, 4. It's showtime. Let's go. I don't mind this from Moxley. How do you guys feel about Mox starting the show like this? Joe was technically a former WWE Town 2. There you go. Yeah, I see what you did. I did not know that AEW on YouTube is not until 8 p.m. tonight and every night, but Sling TV, it's on now at 5 p.m. with DirecTV and maybe Spectrum. There you go. There you go. In the words of the illustrious cousin-in-law, I am just here so I don't get fined. I like it. I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. This is interesting. It's been a revolving door for TNA for years. TNA will be fine. I don't know that Gresham's a slam dunk to go to the dub. No offense to Gresham. I just don't know that it's a given. And I think people connect dots. And that's what I was saying before I got interrupted by the start of the show was, you know, Jordan's a shoo-in. We know, we've been talking about it. We see what's happening with Jordan. Jonathan's a bit of a different cat. And I just don't know that he just walked over to the Fed. I don't know. Mox walking a tightrope of insanity. This is good Moxley, though. I'm actually enjoying this Moxley. Let's go. Adam Cole in the house. Wasting no time. Starting this one off. Here comes the money. Dude, if you've been watching the streams, I've been asking for it. I want this to happen just for the chaos. I know my partner Nick thinks, no way. Like, it's not going to be a thing. I want it. And I know what the fans are going to do. We got the good McMahon. You know, Vince is a dirtbag. Stephanie's just like her father. Tripp sucks. But we got the good one. Let's go. Mox is walking. I got that one. Agreed. Grisham is not a slam dunk. Jordan will be WWE for sure. And Anthony, I think you can understand. Like, I mean, Gresham's got a very different style, very technical wrestler. I love what he can do. He's a smaller guy. And not saying small guys can't do it. It's just a lot of factors. I would be really curious. Like, does he go into NXT and work his way up? Does he run like the octopus gimmick? I don't know that it's going to be a done deal. I don't trust. And some people, not saying that What Culture did it, but they could have. But they just connect dots, right? Like, oh, well, they're married. They're going to go. Same thing. Same people that said that, you know, Ricochet's girl was going to jump ship the minute he went to AEW. Samantha's going nowhere. Miro fits I don't think you'll ever see Miro again in AEW. Hot fans, good crowd, good reaction for Adam Cole. And say what you want. That's been one of my biggest pet peeves about AEW is you need more fan interaction. You need more fan involvement. You want the fans into what you're doing. Adam Cole wakes the crowd up. What weighs more? My left leg weighs more than Adam Cole. Charles Dempsey versus Jonathan Grissom, sign me up. Yeah, again, not a bad setup at all. I don't mind that at all. If Jordan goes to WWE, she might work TNA part of. It's possible, but I do think when she goes exclusive, and I don't even know if she does a TNA run, she might work her way right onto the roster because of what she's done already. How's everyone doing? What's up, Jason? Welcome back. Welcome back. I got 127. Let's get it to 150. Mr. Golfer. Good to see you. And Moxley has a point. I like Moxley. I like this Moxley. I like how Moxley started this show. It's interesting. It's intriguing. It's provocative. It gets the people going, folks. The stuff is so Sami Callihan inspired. Maybe. And again, a lot of people thought maybe we would get Sami. Sami's been an interesting case where he left TNA, never really landed anywhere, kind of went back, then went missing again. I don't know. Can we just please get some good story? We're hoping, Tony. Mox and Go shouldn't have music, lights, or anything. They should just come out. I don't mind them having music. I get it. I don't disagree with you, Willie. I think they should stop coming out of the crowd, to be honest, which maybe that is almost counter to your point. But I think when you do a babyface entrance, you do everything opposite when you go heel. So right now, Adam Cole is basically talking about MJF. We are getting immediate answers to the Mox match. Good move by Tony. I agree. Like right away, addressing it and leaving breadcrumbs. Right, that's the important thing when you're storytelling. Breadcrumbs, Boston, and that's kind of what's happening here. Is why do you guys need to know? What do you need to know? Like that's my very smart. I will say it's good. Got the night off and actually get to watch along live. Mr. Noob, love hearing it, buddy. We need more people in the BCC. Are you sure? Yuta, Pac, Cesaro, Moxley, Marina. That's 5. That's a good number. You're going to add Miro? Nah, I don't see it. It's been a revolving door. Got that one. Never mind. Got that one. Once again, thank you so much for the super chats, folks. We love it. We appreciate it. You help us cover all our subscriptions and our pay-per-views. So we do appreciate all that support. Todd, how are you tonight? The Mox storyline is a chance to elevate the next generation of AEW. It's an opportunity, but they have to do it right, Robert. They have to. And so far, there's a couple blemishes I don't love, but overall, I'm okay with it. Resigned, yep. What's the point of closing in on AEW contract if he's resigning? Seems counterproductive. Oh, closing in on a new contract seems counterproductive. You'd have to give me some context on that one. So Adam Cole reminding everybody we have the best wrestlers in the entire world. So I'll get the marks off real happy. I hope Adam Cole can get back to the greatness we saw in NXT. So do I. It requires the thing that was so good about the Undisputed Era was stories. Like they were running over everybody as a group. It was a pack mentality. They were hyenas. It didn't matter how big their opponent was or who their opponent was. They were strength in numbers, and that made Cole dangerous. And Adam Cole is great with the mic. And KJ, like you, I have hope tonight that this Dynamite would be good. I'm really hopeful. I really am. Always hopeful. I don't know if we're getting a hologram. I hope we don't get Jericho. We'll just send the learning tree out without Jericho. Leave Jericho in the back. We don't need Jericho feuding with anybody. Everybody hates you, Max. Adam Cole looks like like old age Shawn Michaels. What's up, MDB? How you doing? A lot of comparison between Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels over the years. I think Michaels was bigger, though. I mean, in a way that's good to tear someone down in a promo, but it means ending someone's career. Yes and no. It depends how you do it and who it is. Certain people are able to bounce back or cut through that. So Adam Cole's calling out MJF. And here we go. Somewhere out there, Nick's putting a scarf on. Promo ain't great. It's not bad. Not bad. Like I said, Adam Cole's a really good talker, but MJF's music's here, and apparently no MJF. And the crowd boos. By the way, Nigel on commentary tonight. MJF is no tribal chief. As we go to Maxwell Jacob Friedman on the set of Happy Gilmore 2. MJF, what up, ABJ? How you doing, buddy? Not right. I mean, again, I think a lack of good, compelling story for MJF has softened MJF a little bit. Emo in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Jericho will do whatever Jericho wants to do. Yes. Sadly, yes. And it's killing AEW. it hurts AEW at all times. I want to see one day Adam Cole get back to the dub. I don't know. It'd be interesting. This promo is going nowhere. Well, the interesting part about this promo, Richard, is it's surprising to me that he comes back and it's right back into the MJF stuff. Now, the last time we saw him, he got, footballed in the groin. So there is a grounds for Adam Cole to want it. And maybe I'm just trying to be nice right now, but they are building Adam Cole, MJF all over again. I'm a little surprised. I thought it was dead. And again, they flipped. Adam Cole was the devil. Apparently not. AEW does have some great wrestlers. It's the booking, Adam Cole. Theater, you're absolutely right. This is what I've said many times where people say, KJ, why are you so angry? Why are you picking on AEW so much? It's because I know the roster they have. I know the talent they have. Oh, okay. Okay. Rest in peace, Liam Payne. Yeah, I heard. Crazy, T's and P's. A gluten and a wine beaver, as the book says. A glutton and a wine beaver. Beaver? Justin Bieber? What are we doing? So Adam Cole turned on an MJF, put him out for weeks, and now Cole is a face and MJF is a heel. It doesn't make a lot of sense. That's funny. He's getting an ass beating. Pause. Thank you again. MJF goes. Was that in the crowd? I missed it. So that's it, folks. Basically, Adam Cole says, I'm going to give you a beating of a lifetime. See you soon. Another pro AEW promo. Yeah. The one thing that AEW does too much of in their promos is they feel this incessant need to hype up the company. I don't get that a lot from other companies. The babyface comes out and tells you about them, or the heel comes out and talks about how great they are. But you don't get them a lot of being like, the WWE is the best place to wrestle. That doesn't happen a lot. But AEW incessantly does it. They got to it's almost like an insecurity issue where they got to, Brian Griffin on screen right now. Oh, no, wait, that's Chris Jericho. Thought it was a wet dog. Look at this mess of a human being. What the fuck? Adam was always leery of MJF. I don't think he ever trusted him at all. Never shake hands with it. But yeah, but he was the devil. So that's where we lose the disconnect, my friend. Is MJF got fucked by the devil. The devil was Adam Cole. Connect those dots. As we are getting a replay and Jericho's crying about being cheated, if they're running back, Mark and Jericho, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know if I even want to watch. I want my rematch. Fuck off. He literally looks like the dog from Family Guy without the fur. He looks like Jake the Snake. He looks like Jake the Snake. Ugh, he sucks. Fuck. We can't get rid of this fucking moron. It is so fucking bad. And here is Mark Briscoe. And Mark Briscoe's going to accept the challenge. That is fucked. Infuriating. Yeah, exactly what I said. Get Jericho out of the way fast. Thank fuck. But why Jericho and the Ring of Honor title? Why can't you have other good talent? Like Adam Cole just said to the whole world, we have the best roster in the world. Then use it. Stop letting Jericho do it. Babyface MJF sucks. It's wrestling. Just go with it. No, that's bullshit. And he's not good as a babyface. It's not bad as a babyface. I don't like it nearly as much. But you can't just keep flipping. We talked about it with Ospreay's situation. You can't just not have consistency in characters. You can't do it. Where are the Outrunners? I would love to see the Outrunners, Mr. Golfer. So now FTR, who's going to fight the Learning Tree, are teaming up with Briscoes. At least there's a connection here with the Briscoes. But remember, Briscoe's in a faction already. But he went outside of his faction to get help. Whatever. I love Mark Briscoe. I can't complain. The main event, Jay White, as here comes FTR. And I will put this in the chat for everybody to find out what you guys think. And he keeps bringing up Jay, and it's fucking low-hanging fruit. Jericho is absolutely the worst fucking human in all of wrestling right now. I don't care what anyone says. I refuse to listen. Jax the Axe Hardwood. I heard somebody try to compare MJF and Adam Cole to Stone Cold and Bret Hart. Had a double turn. That's fucking stupid. Whoever said that, Paul, throw something at them. Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. It's not a double turn. And the double turn for Stone Cold and Bret played out in front of us. And the double turn was dictated by the fans. The fans were turning on Bret. The fans were getting behind Stone Cold. There you go. This was just done to be done. Here comes the Learning Tree with no Jericho. So points. We get bonus points for that. When the double story find, yeah, no, it died. It was fucking done wrong. This feud is so backwards, Cole. But yeah, no, I agree. But all we can do now is try and move forward with them. Jericho needs to say, bye, guys. Well, hi, Mr. Chambers. Elimination Chambers in the house. Jericho needs to go the fuck away. He looks like shit. He sounds like shit. He wrestles like shit. And it's bothering me. If you haven't noticed yet, Jericho being involved with Mark Briscoe does nobody any good. Nobody. Mark Briscoe could fight the entire roster and do so much better. You could use Mark Briscoe to get other younger guys over instead of Jericho trying to suck the life out of Mark. And the only thing Jericho can say with any level of, oh, I'm creative, I'm this creative genius, is, oh, how about Jay? Jay. It's fucking pathetic. I understand why Vince asked Adam to be a manager. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Keep it coming, folks. I got 150 in the chat. Can we get to 160? I think we were close already. Kid Revos, because the same people get the title shots and hold titles. Christian is getting up there with how many title shots he gets one after another. That's the most intriguing and a little bit of like the head-scratching part with the AEW roster. And like I just said, we see people, MJF did it, Danny did it, Nicole did it, Edge did it. All these guys come out and say, we have the best roster in wrestling. But only 7 guys are anywhere near used proper. Like the right guys aren't getting title shots. You're not pushing over talent. You're not using guys like Grizzled Young Vets or the Outrunners or people that really could help sell tickets. No, I got Jericho on my screen again. But Big Bill in the ring working over Wheeler. And 77%, 79%, 76%. So most everybody going for FTR. MJF should continue his feud with Ospreay. Come on, Tony, use your brain. Top guys should fuck with top guys. It's the same problem Tony has right now with the women. the woman that you use and highlight more than anybody is one of your worst talents. You have so much talent in the women's roster, and you do. AEW fans tell me all the time, well, we have so many good women in AEW. I never see them. I believe you. But where are they? Where is Deonna Purrazzo? Where is Taya? Where is fucking Deeb? I know we got Deeb for a little taste, but she gone again. Where's Thunder Rosa? Where are all these really good, talented people? You keep telling me how good you are. It's like the friend. We all have friends like this that they brag and brag and brag. Oh, dude, dude, I'm the best. I'm the best. Dude, fuck. Whether it's a video game or a sport. Oh, dude, I crush in hockey. I'll fucking own you in 2K, and never backs it up. That's Tony Khan. It's a lot of brag, not a lot of deliver. As we go to picture in picture, folks, and I'm going to close this one up. So the majority of everybody out there thinks FTR is going to win this one. Where's Wardlow? Should be the next champ. I don't know if we ever see Wardlow in AEW again. I don't, Tony. Wardlow was mismanaged, mishandled. Again, another guy that naturally got over. You guys all remember back, Wardlow sitting on the cage. He had just dominated MJF and the crowd going ballistic. And then he had a feud with security guards. And that's it. Lost his belt, played a little hot potato with the belt, and went away. Tony Khan is phenomenal at buying talent. He has no idea how to get them over, and he has no idea how to keep them over. I legit got scared when Jericho was on the screen. Yeah, what the fuck? And he's still, why is he fucking with Mark Briscoe? It kills me. It bothers me to my core. That FTR GYV feud went nowhere, sadly. Briscoe should say it live. Jericho can't challenge me. Look, I had to sit here on Saturday and watch Jericho rub his gut across Mark's face so he could try and do a slow-ass Hurricane Rana. And then because he pulled it off and didn't die, the fans were like, oh, awesome. It's fucking brutal. And that is what makes me so mad about AEW, is I know you got talent. Mark Briscoe could have an amazing feud with Kyle O'Reilly or an amazing feud with even a Danny Garcia. Help put a shine on that kid. But Jericho? The fuck? What is benefiting the company from Jericho? Nothing. It's not helping Mark. Mark's over as fuck. But Jericho's latching on to him because Jericho's smart enough to know that Mark is over as fuck. Prove me wrong. Crybaby Dax, I know. This bleeding heart that is Dax Wilder. Or Dax Hardwood. Damn it. Love Briscoe's energy. Briscoe's amazing. FTR coming up with another rah-rah promotion. If you love wrestling, you must love Tony booking. Yeah, no kidding, Adam. Good to see you, by the way. Chair, welcome back. Jericho is known trash. Jericho thinks he's amazing. And this is, you are going to see Jericho booked and shit. He doesn't. Jericho will have a championship in 2025 if he doesn't get one in 2024. Think about that. I imagine a year from now, we're all sitting here doing this, and Jericho has a belt around his waist. How much better will Jericho be a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? Nobody has successfully milked the piggy bank that is Tony Khan better than Chris Jericho. Nobody. Perfect match for Ring of Honor title ladder war. You might have to expand on that thought. I hate how they always seem to team people in groups with others not in their group. So yeah, it's one of these neat things that happen a lot in this company is you're in a faction, but then you team up with other members of not your faction. And like, why, like if Briscoe needs help, why is it in the conglomeration? Jericho showed a replay of Rocky getting involved. Now, but here comes FTR. So what, the friends you had weren't any good? We saw it with the Undisputed Kingdom all the time. As Dax and Bill takes him down. By the way, Bill's been amazing. Bill has found something in 2024. The only thing hurting Bill is the fact that he's in the learning fucking tree. Got him, is Penta, Ray, Starks, Wardlow, Hobbs, Angelico. You lost me at Angelico. Scorpio Sky, yes. Where the hell are they? What did I hear today? That there's 259 people under contract. 259. Now, someone out there can tell me if I'm crazy, but that's the number I thought I heard today. 259. And we see like 20 a week. Got FTR for the win. That makes sense. KJ, you remember how excited we were to see the Grizzled Young Vets? Yes. We're going to get FTR, Grizzled Young Vets, or the Bucks versus them. Instead, we got the United Empire, one off. And when the Outrunners got, that's it. Hold that thought for a second. As this match is rolling on, Wheeler trying to pull Bill out of the ring. He does. Onto the apron. Oh, Wheeler blocks it. Bill hits the pole. I just feel like FTR used to have such good matches. Nice. Tornado DDT, though. Hold that thought. Brian Keith, blind tag. Poor Brian Keith's going to eat a pin again. Double. Shatter machine. And the bounty hunter continues to suck. Okay, match. A little all over the place, a little scrambled eggs, but we're all right. Wow, I'm way behind tonight. KO to stay with WWE. Yep. Big Bill's awesome. As they show LGI, like, are we going to set up or LFI? Legato? No, not that one. What one are they? We're going to set up Roosh going after FTR? Los Ingobernables against FTR? And we got music. Yes, let's go. Let's go. But how do you do this? FTR is going to have to go heel. FTR versus the Outrunners works for me all day long. But they keep showing Roosh. Who gives a fuck about Roosh? And where's Jake the Snake? Big Bill needs nobody. No, you're right. Maybe even worse. Will we get Lashley tonight? I don't know, Robert. If you were going to introduce Lashley tonight, why didn't you do it on Saturday? Saturday was such a waste of time. The Outrunners and FTR would be amazing. But they're both baby faces right now. But look, listen, Tony Khan, listen. And the crowd goes wild. Wheeler does a little shimmy. And everybody starts flexing. Okay. We just had Outrunners come out for a little baby face off. Okay. I don't care. I got the Outrunners. But Tony Khan, take your headphones off and listen to your audience. Young Bucks don't get any of that reaction, bad or good. As we go to the back with the Acclaimed, do you think TK has a playhouse like Tatum Patty? 100%. But now he just bought a big one. Jericho wants a face trios run with Outrunners. Yeah, probably. That will be next, Spaz. That'll be next. Oh, they over? Oh, let's go get them. They're going to they're going to be under the learning tree neck, taking jobs. Like, you sign Keith, who's a hell of a wrestler, and he gets treated like shit. Bill and Ricky were better. Bill and Ricky were miles better. Bill and Ricky were perfect. Bill and Ricky were fucking Michael's Diesel. Perfect. Now MVP here talking to the Acclaimed. Yeah, that was fucked. Welcome back, Lisa. Remember he had to beat up like 20 security guards in like a sanctioned match? The fuck are we doing? Big Bill should be a champion. He should at least be a dominant force. You know what I mean? Like, does Bill feel like a dominant force? Thunder Rosa won a championship this weekend in England. Yes, she did. Big shout out to Thunder Rosa. The lady's shown this channel some love. Big fan of Thunder Rosa. And I hope she's doing well. Oh, shut up. And here comes the TBS championship. Love me some FTR. Just absolutely no personality. Most basic ring attire. I go back to Heart Foundation, but they got nothing on them. Here's the thing, though. FTR had a very, very good gimmick, especially as heels. The no flips, no tricks, just fists. That was golden. And if you think back, there are tag teams out there that we love or loved because of FTR. DIY had great matches with FTR. AOP had great matches with FTR. FTR were phenomenal. The best tag team in the world once upon a time. Then they sign that fat check and they sit at home more than they show up in the ring. Athena would be nice. I'm giving the MJF Adam Cole feud a pass due to the injuries messing up things, and I'm going to give it a reset. All right, I'm okay with you. As we are going to get Mercedes Mone against Queen Aminata in one of the worst entrance musics in all of wrestling. Mone. All right, folks, get your votes in. Who you taking? I'm going to try and catch up on some of these. 259 was just the number of independent contractors suing to be classified as employees. The true number of wrestlers appearing regularly must have been much higher. Yeah, you got a point. Fuck. But here comes Queen Aminata. No wrestling should have hate. It happens. Define hate, though, Robert. I mean, again, if you don't like the truth, you came to the wrong stream. Go listen to fucking Jerk Off from New York. He'll lie to you all night long. That's not here. That's not here, bro. And it's true. Everything. Tell me what I said that was wrong. But it's mean. I don't like it. Well, then don't listen. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. FTR has great matches on Saturday. You know, when Punk supposedly did the booking. It's been a hot minute. TK doesn't not like who are friends with Cody and Punk. That's always been this interesting. I think it's more that TK likes the guys that he's really friendly with. If you're in his circle, if he dressed up like you for Halloween, if he went to your wedding, then you get all the booking. And we're off and running. I think AEW needs to sign Scott D'Amore as creative. Scott D'Amore is busy. Scott D'Amore real busy. I want Kaz and Enzo back. That'd be awesome. I still say, even in AEW, if that music hit, people would lose their fucking mind. Big Bill's awesome, but he can stand alone as a name and a powerhouse. Remember Wardlow? Yes and no. I think he can. I think there's potential there. And he actually has some charisma, but it remains to be seen as Mercedes is up on Queen. What are we seeing? Only 80%? 20% of you actually think Aminata's got a chance? Kind of random, but my local Fed Destiny Wrestling just signed with the first exclusive superstar contract. It's former WWE superstar Leah, Toronto born. Good to see you. Please shoot me. Queen Aminata is the new Sky Blue. Queen Aminata is really strong, though. Like a real bright future if done properly with this lady. But I see what you're saying. As Camille helping Sasha a little bit and getting Mercedes out of the way. Just got to enjoy the wrestling. It's not going to get better. I don't care. I enjoy what's enjoyable. You saw us all enjoy the first 3 hours on Saturday. Just stop giving me shit. Where's the Monet fan? I don't know. Who's the Jobber by Camille? CEO is a waste of time. It's not good. Camille is useless as she was before she aligned with Monet. Camille, again, this is a lady. She set the record for the longest reigning NWA women's champion. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's a woman that would fight men. You need her to be a badass. I said this on Saturday about BCC. I feel like too often in AEW, the bad guys are always running away. It's always, I'll get you, Gadget. Like, it's always like next week. They're always running away. Camille should be stomping on people's face. Down boy. Thoughts on Mark Briscoe versus Jericho next week in a ladder match? Why? Damien, you know what my thought is. Why? What the fuck? And why would you do a ladder match after the pay-per-view? If you were going to do a ladder match, wouldn't it be on the pay-per-view? What the fuck? And you really want to watch Jericho, and you know what's going to happen. Big Bill is going to carry Jericho up the ladder on his shoulders. Jericho's going to pull it down. Yay. You really expect good things out of Jericho in this one? I'm sorry, Robert. It sounds like hate, but Jericho's fucking useless. Just pulling this company down, and Tony refuses to listen. AW heels are meow meow. Facts. As ladies and gentlemen, we go to picture in picture. Aminata is slightly in control of Mone, I think. Oh, no, not anymore. I voted Queen because Mone sucks. That's fair. That's fair. If we were basing this vote on hope, then it should be all Queen. Right now, 80% going for Mone. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Did Mone get extra? Yeah, let's hope. Mone for the win. Liv is better than Mone. I'd pop for Enzo and Cash reunion 100%. If that music, that whoop, 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 and then it hits, fans would become unglued. And Enzo's Enzo, but give the guy a shot. At least he's entertaining. At least he's got personality. He's not just generic wrestler number 13, generic wrestler number 18, generic wrestler number 44. TK will give up booking. This is kid. He won't, though. He thinks this is awesome. And everybody collecting checks are like, we love you, Tony. Even Dax. Oh, our Tony revamped our career because he changed our music. You guys were the best tag team in the world, and you needed new music from Tony Khan to get your shit together? Fuck off. Just here's another check. Right? Just picture Tony Khan like Al Bundy. And if anybody gets that reference, high five. Just sitting on the couch handing out money. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Theo is a waste of TV. So is Jericho. CE, no. Got that one. But folks, we're rolling along. I got almost 150 in the chat with me. I'd like to see us get up to 160, 170. But we're coming back. Replay. As we are getting a reminder, November 23rd, I think it is. Full Gear. Tony could have pushed the right people on AEW like Miro, House of Black, Hobbs, Wardlow, Keith Lee. But Tony continues. That's it. Danny, look, one of the stories that came out recently was, Jacobs didn't think, the writer who quit, didn't think that Danny was a top guy. He's not. He's not. Look at the names you just listed that could be top guys. Nice move by Queen. Dose. How's there been two takeovers going on at once? Well, so I will put this out to the chat right now, guys. What flopped worse? The Double storyline or the Elite takeover? What went worse for AEW? Yep. Money. More money, less dates. It's hard to say no to. Tony got that one. I meant that as a joke because she signed for over a year in AEW, but yeah, fair enough. Sorry, my bad. No. I got plenty of beer. Cheers. I got a microphone, so I get to yell all I want. Show is awesome so far. That's a bit of a stretch. It's been good. It's been all right. The Moxley opening was really good. MJF, Adam Cole, not bad. Nice move. Nice move. I don't know. I don't like the word great or awesome. I don't feel like it's been awesome, but it's been okay. Jericho is not useless. Jericho is beyond useless. This is brilliant. Hopefully Jericho falls off the ladder and breaks something. Ooh, AR1. Other storylines in AEW. The Elite takeover. The double storyline just ran way too long. And injuries. I mean, Boston had a really good point. Like, we had some injury issues that impacted but the Elite have no excuse. The whole Elite thing was a fucking mess. Queen misses in the corner. This is a pretty good match, I'll be honest. Decent knee. Aminata Meteora puts it on her feet. I'm sorry, Liv is not better than the CEO. Gimmick sucks. And let's not forget that Sasha Banks is one of the women's 4 horsemen, and she's very accomplished. She got pulled along by 3 really talented women. If Liv was one of those 4 horse ladies, she would do the same thing. As we get a bank statement, pretty good match. My money right now, if I had to sign somebody, Liv would get all the money and Mone would get none of it. The Elite takeover. Gotcha. Aleister Black is probably the most talented overall wrestler has from WWE. That guy needs the AEW heavyweight belt. I just want them booked well in cool things, like do cool stuff. And you just don't get them, right? We just watched Brody King in the house, like from the House of Black, lose to Darby again. Brody King should be murdering guys. This match is not for the title. It's non-title. Well, Mercedes won anyway. It was a pretty good match. It wasn't bad. See, I say nice things. As we are going to replay a private party in the Bucks. So we went from Jericho to Sasha to the Bucks. And the same thing we did at WrestleDream. You just make everybody hate everything. The Elite takeover never ended. It just went away. I was at Dynamite when Tony got dropped on his head. It was interesting at the time, but the story that came was half-baked and went nowhere. Craig, welcome. Again, the idea that they were going to beat up the boss, it could have been really well done. It really kind of like, okay, but the people delivering the story have to take it serious. And it became silly. As we got Private Party in the back with Renee, same old shit. Russian, welcome back. No, Liv is better than Mercedes. Both can wrestle, but Liv can actually garner heat. Mone, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't feel like Liv is actually getting heat, is actually doing her job. And I think Liv doesn't get enough credit for what she can do in the ring. Now, the Bucks and Private Party, we're going to run that back? Good match for TV. Yeah, it was a good TV match. I have no hate, Robert, for the match we just got. Trashish Gangs for more forehead. Yeah, exactly. Elite takeover really flopped. It really did. I will Tony Khan a hug for $1 million. I think there was more to that sentence somehow, some way. Another easy win, 2-0. My AEW stopped. That's unfortunate. Did I mention Mercedes sucks? Misfit, welcome back. Folks, let's go. Keep this party going. Private Party go to NXT or Impact. They do well in both. Now, Bibbins is trying to work with Private Party. Liv is awesome. Yes, she is. Who will dethrone Mercedes? She needs to fucking... Nobody, Tony. She'll have a storyline with Willow. Nah, but the Willow's off doing other things. Mercedes is going to have that belt for a long time, guys. And she doesn't deserve it. She hasn't earned it. Willow would have been a better choice to have the championship. But that's just my take. What Michael said. As we go to commercial break, folks, I'm going to take a minute to remind everybody, if you look on the screen, tomorrow, the big debut of Wing of the Ring. And what I will actually do is I'll make it nice and big for everybody. For those who are visually impaired out there or like to squint, there you go. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Nick, Anthony, myself, we're going to go toe to toe to toe. And our battle is going to be more exciting, more interesting, and more compelling than some of the angles we get on the particular show tonight. But for every trivia question somebody gets wrong, somebody will be eating a hot wing, and we are going to go to war one-on-one. First guy to eat all his wings loses. This should be fun. We're starting at hot and working our way to extremely hot. So kind of, if anyone out there has ever saw Hot Ones or anything like that, it's like that with wrestling trivia. It's going to be a fun time. You guys can get in the chat. You can jump in if you know the answers. You can give us wrong answers if you want to fuck somebody up. But this we've been looking forward to for a month or so now. We had to put it on the back burner, pun intended, but we can't wait. Tomorrow night's going to be hilarious. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to go through it all, and we're going to have a battle, and we're going to find out who is the Wing of the Ring. As someone coined it last night, we're going for the hot tag. So please join us. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Even if they're not a wrestling fan, this is going to be a funny one to watch. It's going to be a really good time. We're going to test our wrestling trivia. And tomorrow being our debut show, the trivia will be based on wrestling debuts. So we have a theme. We're going to run it, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So be here tomorrow for that. We are looking forward to this one, as I said. And yeah, shout out to Thoughtfully, the hot sauce company. But yeah, we're gonna go into six figures in the Scoville Richter. So be here for that Richter scale. No, the Scoville rating. But yeah, it's gonna be a hilarious show, and we've been looking forward to this for quite a while. But we're gonna find out who the trivia champion is and whose tongue will be numb. Pause, maybe. And as soon as I find what I'm looking for, I will come back. There we go. Private Shardy. Yeah, that's what we might be doing after the Wing Show. 100% agree with Boston. Liv is absolutely outshining Monet. Facts. But I feel like let's not do the WWE AEW comparison. I like to compare AEW to AEW as much as possible. And I think in AEW, there is so much talent that, again, they keep reminding us, we have the best talent in the world. What? Right? Like, fuck, where? But you look at Sasha and you look at Willow, how over Willow is. You look at, Deonna, you signed her. Oh my God, Deonna Purrazzo, where'd she go? You sign one after the other, and they do nothing. But we're with the elite in the back. Such a flat ending. It was an okay match, guys. Mercedes has been the most consistent part of AEW programming. Are you, Michael? I don't want to be rude. I appreciate you chiming in. Thank you for being here. This cannot be the furthest thing from the truth. She is one of the reasons why people aren't watching, why the ratings are down, why ticket sales are down. Mercedes is not doing anything to help this company. She's had bad match after bad match after bad match. Even the piece of garbage, as they got a happy birthday Kenny cake, and they just drop something on it? Bitch. Does this mean Kenny's close? Does this mean Kenny's getting close? But it's childish. What did they put on the cake? That was weird. Yeah, Mercedes is awful. Mercedes is the Chris Jericho of the women's division. And if you don't believe me, go ask Dave Meltzer, who's the biggest AEW shill out there. He doesn't even give that lady credit. As here comes the conglomeration. So Mark Briscoe must have left, and now Rocky's in. Mercedes matches depends on who she's in the ring with. And you put her in the ring with Queen, Aminata, the girl can go. She looks a little better. When Mercedes is trying to carry a match, Mercedes isn't good, guys. I don't even know, but she's not good. Not interested in Adam. He'll probably trip on paper. Having Darby go over Brody made sense for Darby to look strong going into upcoming feud with Moxley. You're not wrong. I understand that. But he just lost to Moxley already. So you kind of counterbalance it. You kind of fucked it up. He lost his title shot to Darby. So for Darby to turn around and beat Brody, so he looks... So it kind of doesn't work. And my issue is the little guys are always beating the big guys. You're right. That's normally what you would do. You would have a Darby beat a Brody King to kind of look good. But King's gone under to so many little guys. And here come the Young Bucks to kill the ratings. That doesn't work for us, brother. Darby looks like a crackhead. That's not very nice. It took Liv Morgan over 10 years to get noticed in WWE, and when she did get noticed, it wasn't because of her wrestling resume. Her story got hot. You got to remember, she was a really over babyface, and a lot of fans liked her. Vince kind of fucked up her booking in a lot of ways, but really, she is up here, and Monet is down here. Who's selling? Go check the numbers. Who sells more merch? Who brings in more people? Who performs in front of a bigger audience? And I'm not saying that's because of her, but what she's doing on a prominent part of the show and actually entertaining the fans compared to Monet, who's doing nothing. Sorry. Look, that picture of me is not... As here comes the Rainmaker. So let me throw this in there. Ooh. Who wins? I demanded Scoville check. Don't worry, you'll get it. But right now, no one is going to argue. Yeah, but where was Sasha? I mean, again, if Sasha didn't have Charlotte Carrier, if she didn't have Bayley Carrier, how good has Monet been without those women? Give me a list of really good Mercedes matches that don't involve the three horse ladies. I'll wait. With people that don't even work for AEW and is better than her. AEW is working with Scott's new wrestling company. Yeah, actually, Takeshita will be defending the international title against Josh Alexander for Maple Leaf Pro. Let's pray for Anthony's downfall. That's right, MDB. We'll be covering... we'll let you know, Robert. We will let you know. It's a possibility. I wonder if Mercedes misses another pay-per-view. Again, because she can't have a good match. Is there a limit to how many years back you go on debuts tomorrow? Again, it will be up to myself, Nick, and Anthony. We could be talking about anything, anytime, any place, anywhere. So strap in, strap on. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, right away, Anthony sent out the, can I use TNA? We're like, oh, fuck. We're doomed. Here's the truth. Mercedes needs to earn the fans' love and hate, or hate in AEW until she... The problem is she legitimately, in real life, thinks she's a bigger star than she is. That's the problem. So she has a shitty match with Sheeta. It's Sheeta's fault. She has a shitty match with Britt. It's Britt's fault. Like, it's just, she's so full of shit. One of the worst contracts in the history of wrestling. But we're off and running, everybody on the outside. And I told somebody today that this was going to happen. The Elite want to be NWO. I don't know what they want to be. Yeah, no, I will have a giant glass of chocolate milk next to me, promise. Buffalo Sabres, 3 pity. Are they up 3-0 on Pitt? That really sucks because I picked up Yari today. Mercedes hasn't made TK a penny. How is she worth it? She's not worth it. 3-3. Okay. It's not great, but not bad. Nobody takes the Elite serious except Okada. But they don't take themselves seriously. Like, even that moment they just had where, like, happy birthday, Kenny, and they threw, what did they put on the cake? Right? But it's all playful shit. I find my problem with the Elite as a fan is just they're immature. So as a grown-ass man, I can't relate to these other grown-ass men. We talked about it before. 95% of their feuds have been, you're not my friend. You were supposed to be my friend. Well, you're hanging around with them more than me. People don't act like that. Or they shouldn't act like that. So that's my issue. Like, they're the young bucks, but they're fucking grown-ass men. And they act like children. It's like, it's low-hanging fruit. It's just childish, guys. And again, there's so much good on AEW. WrestleDream, to me, proved it. And if you don't believe me, go watch WrestleDream again. The first chunk of that show, the first 4 matches, good stuff. And then you rolled out Hologram, Bucks, and then Jericho. And the show went boom. And people that said, no, you're crazy, KJ, they were good. And the fans in the building are silent. The fans in the building aren't cheering. The fans in the building don't give a fuck. So if it's so good, why is that happening? Oh, they just don't get it. Not everybody can get it wrong, guys. There's a common denominator in all of this. Them. Go Penguins. Yes, go Penguins. I hate Dave Meltzer anyways. I don't even care. Yeah, well, he's right on this one. Okada is the only good thing. Okada's not bad. KJ, I want Athena in AEW. I would love Athena to get a chance. She's been down in Ring of Honor for what? A year and a half, 2 years now? Maybe 3? 5-year-old fans love AEW. I don't even think so. Glad she went back to her bread and butter, her submission, the bank statement. Yeah, it's better than that backpack. It doesn't work. I missed Wrestling Dream. I caught. Okay. Again, if you guys watched our stream, you would understand. Like, we don't hate AEW, and we proved it. Like, for 3 hours, we were just raw, AEW. And then when it went bad, and we had to call it out. And that's the unfortunate part. Adam Copeland broke his leg. Don't know when he's back. I'm starting to think, though, does anybody believe that Kenny Omega is getting close to returning? If you're going to do the call out, did you just do it because it's his birthday? Or is there a chance that Kenny might be closer to coming back? Is the Osprey Fletcher stuff next week? I don't know. They haven't mentioned it. But OC in the ring. Okada gets the tag. I wonder when Mina and Maria finally... again, that was the next step, and they didn't get there. Nobody cares about the Bruins, Boston. The Bruins are the Chris Jericho of hockey. No, but still, it's funny. This show has been boring so far. There's stuff I like, and there's stuff that's been okay. This is typical AEW Dynamite after a pay-per-view mid-level show. And so far, besides the opening, the show of Mox and yep. Robert, the Bucks suck. They do talk, and they suck. All their matches are the same. Look at them. Who is on the apron right now? Nobody. Every Bucks match is the same. Every Bucks match is the same. They don't do anything. There is no ring psychology. There is no coolness. There is no excitement. It's the same shit every time. Look, it's just a random bunch of fucking moves. The Bucks are overhyped and overrated. They are the worst tag team contract in the history of wrestling. And just like Mercedes is the worst female contract in the history of wrestling. And Jericho's the worst male contract. Tony Khan's got a trifecta. Wrestling is a dance. If it's bad, it's a bad match. Both wrestlers take the blame, as it should be. Tell that to the AEW faithful. I agree with you. I feel bad that people like Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker and Taya Valkyrie, I've all taken shit from AEW Tribalists. Like, it blows my mind. Good job, Rocky. Match rolling on. Big clothesline in the corner. Cheetah, Britt Baker, Tony Storm, Willow, Thunder, Rosa, Athena, all better than Mone. That's just to name a few. What the fuck I got to do to get Mercedes Martinez on television? Wasn't she in Ring of Honor? Is she still there? Yeah, but Charlotte Flair is miles better than Sasha. Miles. Where Deonna Purrazzo? She does a lot of vignettes. Thoughts on whether Khan is putting blame in Jimmy Jacobs for the booking? Probably, even though it's bullshit. Like I said, I read a report that said Jimmy Jacobs didn't believe Danny's a top guy, and the AEW Kool-Aid drinkers went, oh, fuck that guy. Danny Garcia is not a top guy. If you have a pay-per-view and the main event for the world title is Daniel Garcia versus Darby Allin, the company is in big trouble. As Orange Cassidy running around, goes for the DDT, Okada blocks it. Stun Dog Millionaire into a kick. By the way, OC and Kyle O'Reilly as a tag team is awesome. Use it. I wonder, got that one. Remember, folks, super chats, super stickers. I'm doing my best to keep up. Happy birthday, Kenny Omega. We miss you. Big DDT. But again, no rules, no organization. It's the same shit. And what are we doing with the Bucks? The worst part of AEW is the guys that get used the most. Oh, good. Wheeler Yuta takes out Orange Cassidy. And here comes the PCC. World's End. I hope. Phil, I want Kenny to come back. I do. This is my favorite Dynamite so far. Interesting. Oh. So the BC. Yes, this is amazing. Let's go. But did the Elite run away? Yeah, see, so we got the Elite who were taking over the company and the BCC that were taking over the company staring at each other. Like, yeah, they could. I agree with that. This is good. No hologram yet. We have an old mentor, Mike Baker and Mike Bakar. Mike Makar. Maker? Bike maker? Mike, what are you saying? So Top Flight is now messing with BCC. Again, none of these guys are stars. Where are all the good baby faces? She doesn't wrestle enough, Damien. Did Hangman wrestle? No Hangman. I haven't even talked about him. As Top Flight's getting beat up, where are all the good guys? Young Bucks are dressed like a facts. I'd rather have Tessa Blanchard and Sasha. That's wow, dope. That is saying something. I mean, oh, really? The Dark Order? The Dark fucking Order? Come on, Richard, help me understand this one. Top Flight, the Dark Order. Are we kidding? Where are the good baby faces? And I don't know what's in the briefcase. What's in the box? Why is Moxley not? I thought Moxley was going to be at the main event. But I don't care that the BCC are beating up nobodies. They're nobodies. And the Elite walk off, as they should. It's like an NWO angle. Yes. If the NWO was beating up Disco Inferno, which I think they did, and then he joined at some point. So the fuck do I know? Yes, we did. I have no idea what's in the briefcase. As they are now, they're strapping Silt Reynolds to the fucking ring post. Shafir's a badass. Mox, yes. So if you're just tuning in, the BCC are beating up as many jobbers as they can find. There you go. I like this. Jon Moxley saying you were under attack. If you were involved with AEW, we are coming to get you. But the only people standing up to them are fucking nobodies. Top Flight, the Dark Order. Ah, well, at least it's something. All the scrubs. Like, if you want, think about this, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Would you care more about, oh my God, the BCC, look what they're doing? Like, imagine Solo, Jacob, and Tama and Tonga came in and they were picking on Otis and the Alpha Academy. But they came in and kicked the fuck out of the old bloodline. They put Jimmy on the shelf. They put Paul on the shelf. They put Roman on the shelf. Holy shit, what a faction. The BCC need to beat up someone of substance. Here comes Danny and Private Party. So more people we don't care about. Who countered Marina? Who could counteract Marina? It's a good question. BCC, I like the angle. I like them just showing up and fucking everybody up. But they shouldn't run away. They should walk away. Bucks walked off. Richard, the Bucks just walked off. BCC getting that heat. But back to my question to the fans out there. Wouldn't the heat be better if they were beating up somebody the fans really cared about? Danielson, great move. The fans love Danielson. But to beat up Top Flight, Dark Order, and a group of random fucking nobodies doesn't really get the heat you're looking for. As we go to the back with the Elite now, WWE closing in on bringing AJ Lee back. That's a lot of dream matches. It's very interesting because I wasn't sure. We'll see what happens. Now, Danny and Private Party are giving the Elite shit for walking off. But they're heels. Danny versus Jack Perry works, though. Danny versus Jack Perry works. This feels more like ECW. Yes, yes, yes. Right? No offense, Mike Awesome and Chris and Canyon and who else did they bring in at that time? That's what it feels like. You're right. It does. I want the BCC to take out names. Right? Go beat up fucking Osprey. Fuck it. Beat up somebody that matters. Please keep in mind, this is the third storyline this year where somebody is trying to take over AEW. Apparently, everybody does. Everybody wants to anyway. As now we are getting a package for Swerve. Nigel takes out Excalibur next. Please, please. Excalibur live. There should go after Swerve and all the... Yes! Again, I know Robert and some people out there are like, KJ, you're hating. It's not hating. If you want the story to get over, whoop somebody's ass. But come in, whoop everyone's ass and leave. I like it. I do like that concept. I'm just being a little picky about not everybody. Like, I don't care about the Dark Order. Does anyone care about the Dark Order? It's more that. Like, who's coming out of the back? Like, ooh, the Dark Order. But that's it. That's just my only complaint. But the Moxley stuff has been the best stuff on Dynamite tonight. Is that Layla Gray? Here comes Leo Rush with Layla Gray. And up next, we are getting the debut of Shelton Benjamin, folks. I'll put that in the chat for everybody. By the way, everybody picked the Elite. I don't know who won. This has all the makings of a career win for Lio Rush. It's fucking stupid. Do we still know who attacked Hook's dad? No. We haven't got any follow-up on who. Leo is with Top Flight. Yes. Remember Top Flight about a month ago started dressing like pilots, realized how stupid that was, and now they're not doing that anymore. Thank God. Dodgers 2, Mets 0. Ooh. It's early. Layla Gray. What exactly are the BCC mad about again? We're not quite sure, but they've decided to take over, which that's fine, Mark. That's what we're doing. I'm okay. Jon Moxley has been the best part of AEW tonight. But here comes Shelton Benjamin with MVP. The coat Lio Rush is wearing is medium size. Lio Rush is wearing Shelton's coat. That's why they're having a match tonight. Do they still do it? No, they stopped, didn't they? I thought they knocked that shit off. Oh, my. As my buddy Nick has coined, failure to launch. Got Shelton for the win. I would fucking hope so. I'm tuning in for this match, then I'm out. Stay with us, John. Remember, the wrestling might suck. We never do, folks. We are back tomorrow for the debut of the Wing of the Ring, our wrestling trivia and wing challenge. SmackDown on Friday. Not sure about the weekend yet. We're working on it. Then Monday all through. We got go-home shows for NXT, go-home show for Halloween Havoc. We're going to be here on Saturday and Sunday as we have Halloween Havoc and Bound for Glory this weekend. We got SmackDown. We got Raw. We got so much coming your way. And right on the cusp of Crown Jewel and so much more. Anybody else scratching their head? Is the Brock rumors true? Is Brock coming back? Will it be Brock and Gunther? What's going to happen? One of Shelton Benjamin's pec is bigger than... Leo is legitimately the same size as Shelton's leg. If you weigh just Shelton's leg, it's got Leo by about 12 pounds at least. Leo up and over. How far back are you going with debuts? I think I answered that already, sir. It all depends. We don't know. It depends on who asks what. We go back all the way back. Shelton Benjamin is a GOAT, definitely a future Hall of Famer. I love Shelton Benjamin, AR. I really do. Ben looks fantastic. Who? He always looks good, though. And you know what? Leo's giving him a little run here. I like this. I hate that Vince was having Shelton and Cedric job. Yeah, I agree, Richard. I mean, listen, and I see a lot of fans online talk about like, oh, look what WWE did with Swerve or Tony or this one or that one. We all hated Vince McMahon and his booking. We really did. Can't change it, but we can't hold WWE accountable forever because they used to suck. Shelton versus Rush is like big brother beating up little brother in the backyard. Just Joe, you're right. As we go to pitcher and pitcher, and Leo gets thrown by Shelton. Minnesota, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Him and Brock, I believe. I like Shelton Benjamin like 10 years ago. Can we keep the camera on, Layla? Could we do Elijah versus Macklin Wrestling Revolver show Saturday? I don't know yet, Damien. We're trying to coordinate that amongst the hosts here. We have this funny thing called lives, and it's we'll see. We kind of want to do all the shows. You know, we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. If we are here live for Saturday and Sunday, it will most likely be for Maple Leaf Pro more than anything else. Let's go, Benjamin. I'm with you. Let's see what the chat 90. Yeah, so 90-ish% voting for Shelton Benjamin on this one, folks. Raymond, welcome. Lio Rush should be in the lightweight division with most of AEW roster. Yeah, Lio Rush would be like a really good Ring of Honor guy. You know? And they don't have, of all the belts they don't have, is anyone else shocked they don't have like a lightweight belt? Instead, we have like 2 mid-card belts for no reason. And honestly, is the Continental title like the most useless belt in the company? What do you guys think the most irrelevant belt, actual AEW belt? What is the most meaningless AEW belt? I'm curious. Tell me now. Do the House of Glory show with SmackDown on Rampage on Friday. We will keep an eye on it. Again, Damien, we only have so many eyeballs. We'll do our best. All of them. All right. Fair enough. I just bought tickets to the WWE Holiday Tour. The match advertised for it as per Ticketmaster is Roman versus Cody for the belt. Let's go. It's a nice house show match. TBS TNT title. TBS belt doesn't have a lot of meaning, but they hype it up more. The TBS belt is more hyped up than the women's championship belt. Trios belts are a waste of time. That's my vote. The trio belts have been irrelevant. And you got to have the trios do stuff. We need trios if you're going to have a trios division. There is no trios division to speak of. TNT, TBS, trios. See, I don't mind. Like, if you did Danny Garcia versus Jack Perry and they were feuding over the TNT title, I'm kind of okay with that as a TV title. The Continental title means nothing to me. That was a huge bump. They were in picture, by the way. Trios are Continental. Face belts was the worst. Robert, you want to try again? What a bump. As we are coming back out of picture, folks. Both. Please give Leo more credit. He's phenomenal. He's a good little guy. He is. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't dislike Lio Rush. And it's ironic, though. Lio Rush in WWE was the hype man for Bobby Lashley, who we all think is going to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate. And now he's fighting Shelton as Shelton debuts. Which, it all comes around, folks. Why is this match still going? Because he won't stay still. Are you interested in Mike Santana versus Masata Tanaka KJ? Yeah. I mean, I love what Mike Santana's doing. Should be a hard-hitting match. I think it'll be good overall. With all the damn groups in AEW, they should have plenty of trios matches. House of Black. Yeah, again, you have to sit down and go, okay, here's our tag teams. Here's our trios. Here's our singles. Here's our mid-cards. And really organize it and build a division, right? Like, I hear fans all the time, oh, the dub doesn't have this and the dub doesn't have a tag. Build it. Build it. If you build it, they will come. Lio Rush off the ropes. Benjamin missing the kick. Misdirection. Down to the outside. Leo with the mini tope. The fact that you're talking and this match is still going means the match has already went too long. Okay, we just talked about all the jobbers, right? So if you took Reynolds, send Reynolds out to the ring, let Shelton beat the shit out of him for 4 minutes instead of a competitive match with a little guy. And I'm not knocking Leo. I'm not. But I'm knocking the matchup. This should be somewhat of a squash, but they're going to give Leo too much shine. And that's what's happening. This is what Marks wanted from Stephanie Vercoeur last night. A long-ass match with some... No, fuck off. I saw some fans were like, that was too competitive, which is hilarious. Stephanie's debut was fine. Ren got a little bit of shine. Stephanie was never in trouble. And that's the thing, that the psychology of it. The baby face, or the heel in this case, or whatever, they're both kind of baby face, so fuck. But the debuting talent might get hit with a few moves, but they never feel like they're in trouble. You know what I mean? They never feel like they're on the ropes. And then they get the win. It was a perfect debut for Stephanie. It's leading to a tag team match next week. It's leading to a tag team match at the pay-per-view. People just like to bitch, which is hilarious because that's what I've been doing for an hour. Big DDT on poor Shelton. And Leo gets a 2 count, almost beats the fucker. Oh my God. Ladies need a tag. No. I don't agree with that, AR1. The only way I would agree to having a tag title is get rid of one of the 2 titles you have now. My honest opinion is the division isn't deep enough, especially with the ladies that are presented. If you had women's tag champions, they'd be worthless. And that's no offense, because there is talented ladies there, but you're going to end up getting nobodies in matches because the division, you need to strengthen how you present your women's division before adding more belts. Shelton up to the top. Down goes Leo. Stellar move. No, don't do that. This is the longest squash match ever. Yeah, just going forever. I thought this was the main event, so I'm lost. No, so did I. Why is the main event dedicated to Jay White and Hangman's feud? It's not even the hottest angle in I don't know. We haven't talked about Will Ospreay at all, so I'm a little surprised. So Shelton's setting it up. Did MVP just fuck with Leo? He had it coming. Did MVP just fuck with Leo? Did I miss that? Shelton always looks good. Leo getting all the offense. Remember when Jay White fought Commander? Same feel. Big super kick. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Can we go home now? MVP nails it. Can we leave? Right? Holy shit. He kicked the head off Leo Rush. If you were driving by the building, take a look out. And the finisher looked like shit, though. Is this still going? There we go. I don't know why we had to do that one more move. One reason. That's a good point. That's a good point, John. But again, a tiny bit too much offense for Leo. But overall, that match was fine. I didn't mind that match at all. It just went a bit long. No, keep kicking his ass. Kick his ass, Seabass. Yeah, you blew his head off. Just hit your finisher. Even your manager's like, bro. Yep. MVP putting money. Oh, no, a business card. Stop playing with your food, Shelton. Yeah, 100%, right? TK thinks it's all good as long as the person wins. Yeah, I know. Can you please stop bringing in these washed? Dude can barely beat a small child. 3-0. Shelton wins. Jay White having a 20-minute match with Commander was awful debut. Yeah. Commander got all the offense. Samoa Joe is the only wrestler who has done a great job from WWE. I could break that down for a little bit, but I wouldn't necessarily say that was totally true. But, I mean, Joe's Joe. Joe's amazing. Joe was good in TNA. Joe was good in dub. Joe was good everywhere. As MVP calls out Swerve again. Match was boring. I thought it was all right. It just went long. Shelton has been the only good part of this show. I'd say Shelton, and I don't mind the Moxley stuff, Lisa. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm all ears. How can it be Swerve's house when Swerve's house got burned down? Give Shelton the belt. Yeah, who would beat him up? Shelton Benjamin could go in the locker room right now and tap out every single person in the back. Legit. Finally. Darby, my favorite wrestler, Darby versus Leo would be great. Yeah, I agree, Robert. That, to me, you have potential. Like I said earlier, Jack, I don't mind Jack Perry, Daniel Garcia. It fits, right? But Darby, Leo, Darby, Jack Perry, Darby, Daniel, like there's a bunch of small guys that could all fight. But having MJF in a feud with Garcia doesn't help MJF. It doesn't. I don't agree with that, Tony. What did Tony say? Just bad booking. Tony Khan don't want the former WWE guys to look too strong, so it's silly considering you signed a lot of money. I do feel like that's been a consistent, Raymond. Even I always go to the point of like, I had to watch CM Punk fight Lee Moriarty. It didn't make any sense for me. It just didn't. Shelton is a good wrestler, looks like $1 million, but has no charisma and can't cut a promo. That's why you give him MVP, right? Bobby's the same way, Bash. Bobby has no charisma. He doesn't cut a great promo. Boston, member for 12 months. Welcome, sir. Whose house? Shelton's house. Where is Bobby? Shelton versus Swerve could be fun. Yeah, Shelton versus Swerve would be a great match, I think. Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley in a death match. Yeah, again. Here's Darby at the skate park. Again, I feel like I'm watching teenagers. Am I like, I'm not that old, am I? We got a sick photo, bro. With my broken foot. Even Tony Hawk's retired from what he does, for fuck's sake. Darby Allin. Yeah, again. I want Jon Moxley to look like an absolute badass. Kicking the fuck out of Darby might not be the way to go about it. Brock buried Bobby with the promo. Bobby who? That's it. Bobby Lashley has Riz. It just doesn't translate on TV. He's a great, like, uber babyface. And he's really good. I thought he was really good with MVP. Jon Moxley is a 4-time world champion. Yes, he is. The thing is, who is the baby face that's going to counter Jon Moxley? That's my question. Who is the baby face that's going to take down or challenge or chase Jon Moxley? Let me know in the chat, folks. Who do you think should be the baby face to stand up to the terror of Jon Moxley? Darby and Tony Hawk, yes. Love the promo. Yes. Moxley can only carry a company. Moxley cannot carry a company. He is boring. His gimmick is trash, and he will definitely not work in WWE. Yes and no. There's upside to Mox, and I think Mox is a better choice of a champion than a lot of people. Adam Cole. Who's bigger, Adam Cole or Darby? Oh, for fuck's sake. Who the fuck wants a picture of Tony Hawk touching Darby's cast? Again, kind of earlier when we got the cake part of the show, and it was just like, who is this for? But ladies and gentlemen, we are on commercial break. Once again, I will remind you, do tune in tomorrow and make sure you share our link with everybody you know. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one as we do some trivia mixed with some hot sauce and some chicken wings. Should be a good time on the channel tomorrow. If you want to tune in, have a laugh, and test your trivia knowledge, be here tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. Not only that, SmackDown Friday. Busy week next week as we got 2 pay-per-views. Busy week the week after with more pay-per-views. We got a brunch with the boys coming up. Go check out the merch store. Go follow us on social. And make sure you check the channel. Click that little bell so you never miss us, folks. AEW presents Thugs 2. Thugs. Again, it's so funny because, like, my generation would get excited about Tony Hawk. The younger generation maybe gets excited about Darby. The mix of them is kind of confusing. And again, Darby's great. Darby to me is like Jeff Hardy. It was in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, you know, kind of the guy that like maybe get close to a title, but never, you know, really have a good big run. You know, I don't dislike Darby. I just think you got to cast him properly. And remember, I was voting that he was the one that takes the belt off of Daniel. And the drinks are strong at the house tonight. Brunch with the boys, 14. Thank God you're counting. AEW, the land of the long. I can't be here tomorrow. I'll be watching Jen's Bulver MMA show. Nice. Well, we do record these things, so check it out. Wait a minute. Swerve's in the building? What the fuck? Swerve saying everything that the fans are thinking. If Swerve was in the building, why didn't he come out and respond to MVP? Am I wrong to anybody? Would you disagree with me on that? I do like taped wrestling or live wrestling. Mox versus Kenny at World's End. Kenny would be a good shout. If Swerve was in the building, and wouldn't it have been a better segment? You make that match shorter, and then you have at least him come out to the ramp and say, you know what, MVP? Anytime, any place, anywhere. There's a spirit. There's been a very special press conference announced for tonight. And here comes Don Callis. So Don Callis gets in-ring time, but Swerve doesn't. What do you think? What do you think, folks? What do you think? AEW can make a storyline between Pac and Mox, in which Pac wants to be the leader. Yeah, that would be down the road for my money, but you're not wrong. I just, it would have to be, they got to have a run as a villain team before they start fighting with each other. Darby will be the next world champion before Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay will win the title next year. That's interesting. Again, to me, maybe not the best choice for the company. If you're trying to sell tickets and be a bigger company and compete with the big company, Ospreay might be a better choice. But Lance Archer official. So we're getting a Callis family press conference. Brian Cage is with Callis. Lance Archer is with Callis. This is the new Callis family. Swerve looks like... Yeah, like, why wouldn't he come out? Why wouldn't you make that match half the time? Why is Swerve doing a backstage with Renee? And you're right, he looks like a meow meow. So Brian Cage and Lance Archer are officially a part of the Don Callis family. I'm assuming with Fletcher and Takeshita. Don Callis, good heel, though. Swerve was late because his meeting with Jake. Are the Outrunners just FTR's hype men? Yep. What does the partnership? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought maybe Dax and Wheeler might jump them, get really good heat on FTR. FTR are great heels. It would help get Outrunners over in a good feud. Love Darby, but I don't see him as AEW World Champ. Jay White and Adam Cole first. I'd rather one of those two than Darby. I agree with you, Robert. But here comes Takeshita. Swerve just got there. So fucking weird. Swerve was in his house. Omega versus Mox versus Ospreay. We got to find Omega first. It's official. When are they going to do it? Next week? Swerve was backstage. Why not a promo battle? It's so weird that the heel calls out the baby face, and then you go to the back and you're like, Swerve, did you hear? Let me know if you think I'm crazy, guys. I'm all for counter opinion. Why does Tony have to be in the ring? Fucking leave Butters. Yeah, why didn't they just come out? Why did Tony have to introduce him? And why is he standing there? Butters. This is great for the Murder Hawk. It could be great for the Murder Hawk. It could be. Could be. And I'm such a fan of Lance Archer. Shout out to Lance Archer. We like the guy. But this might actually be good for Brian Cage, too. It's definitely good for Takeshita right now. I will defend this title all over the world. Official Swerve versus Shelton. When? Having Swerve come out on the ramp would make the match with Shelton more intriguing. Yeah, Richard, if you would have had him come out and say, listen, you want to run your fucking mouth? I will see you next week, motherfucker. Let's go. And now the babyface looks like he has balls. The heel's like, oh, shit, I got called out. Let's do this. Swerve telling Renee, like playing broken telephone, you tell the bad guy, I said we'll fight whenever. As Kyle Fletcher getting a ton of heat right now. This I like. BCC and Moxley tonight I like. Don Callis, I like this tonight. Listen to the crowd. The ear test is number one for me, guys. If the crowd is into it, they get points. And you might hate Callis, you're supposed to. Big dick with ears. But Takeshita, Fletcher, Cage, Archer, this is good. This is more imposing than the BCC. Lance Archer looks like if Damian Priest... Yeah, you're not wrong. The Outrunners won me over, dude. Was spinning around so much it made me dizzy. Great energy. The Outrunners are fucking awesome. And again, we at this channel have championed the Outrunners again and again and again. And to me, that's the example of if you use them more than you use the Young Bucks, you sell more t-shirts. You sell more tickets. More people tune in to see guys like the Outrunners. Charisma, energy, character. That's what we need more of on this show. We have Young Buck matches where the fans in the building don't even cheer. The Outrunners got more love tonight than anything that happened during that Young Bucks match. I'm changing the channel. Let me know when to come back. Well, the press conference is over. Tony Schiavone is the Aubrey. Tony Schiavone's not good. This is strange, Lisa. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you going to call? As we go to the back with Mariah May, so your women's world champion gets a backstage, but the Jobber Squad gets an in-ring. Fletcher looks so legit. Strap a rock. Yes! Fletcher's good. Takeshita's good. I'm optimistic about Cage and Lance doing this. That group looks formidable. Do they not? Am I wrong? You're giving Timu a lot of credit there. What did he say? Lance is Timu McIntyre. That's funny as shit. It's sad that Goldberg versus Gunther will be more watchable. I hate Goldberg. Not really, but like I don't like him in the wrestling ring at all. I really don't want to see anything with Goldberg. But the crowd's gonna go crazy. As Anna Jay and Mariah May are arguing. So we're going to get Anna Jay. We already had Willow. Why is everybody but Mina fighting this woman? Oh, Anna smacked Christopher Daniels. Anna Jay's got the best punch of the night. Anna Jay is a rocket. Why does Kyle have OC's jacket on? Damn, I just realized how tall Kyle is. He is a hair taller than Lance. The kid's got, and he's bulked up. Like, he's really, over the last year, bulked up. I mean, again, Kyle Fletcher, like, that's a guy that, if I was Tony Khan, don't let him become a free agent. Do not let him out of your grasp. Because if they can get their hands on him. So 2 weeks from now at Fright Night Dynamite. Yes. That's going to be fun graphics. Fright Night Dynamite. 2 weeks. There you go. In 2 weeks, folks. And up next, the main event. This show, just by in the chat. Yes or no? Did tonight's show feel a little bit long? Did it? A little bit long? Mariah May versus Anna Jay versus Allison Kay. Yeah, right? I like what you did. Down by the bay. We just made. But that's cool. May JK. Fucking jokes. That's a good one, MDB. Take Kyle away from the group and have Hobbs there. It would be more intimidating there. Lisa, that's a valid point. I still believe that Hobbs is going to join the Hurt Business at some point. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong, but you're right. But Fletcher, there is an upside to Fletcher. No Will Ospreay tonight. No response from Swerve tonight. Again, all the belts are held by heels, and all the heels got the TV time tonight. With the exception of Adam Cole, who was the heel. Whew. Anna Jay versus Mariah May. I'm happy about this. I am. But where is Mina? I want Mina. It's wild how high and low these backstage interviews are from the timing and quality itself. True. Again, I would just love to sit down with Tony and go, okay, why are we doing the Women's World Champion in the back? Why are we doing, the jobber crew in the ring? Like, let's think about this. Let's plan this out a little, Tony. Some of the little things would help your show. The idea that Swerve did not answer Shelton to his face blows my mind. To me, it's a chicken shit move. Anna Jay, yeah. Yes, yeah, a little bit. I hate the hurt turd sniffers. Not sure who the hurt turds are. All right, Anna Jay with the dynamite slap of the night. Out of all the wrestlers we've seen tonight, Anna Jay threw the best punch. Good show, not awesome. It's been an okay show, Robert. I'm with you. Not awesome. I like that you said not awesome. Not as bad as a couple of the shows recently. I was very critical. There was some good stuff in this one. Not the most exciting show, though. Am I wrong to kind of expect coming out of WrestleDream, it was a little more impactful? Hook saves Christian. Interesting. When is Kenny Omega coming back? We miss him. Omega, I really don't know. This is a mystery. Which I don't mind. I don't want it leaked out. Kenny's coming back. We did see them wish him happy birthday tonight. Maybe that means he's close. But thank you so much for the super chat. Kenny had some serious issues, so we hope he's back soon. I'm with you. I can't stand the teen shit. That's what it feels like. They talk about the key demo, like 18 to, 39 or 40, or 45, whatever the fuck the key demo is. But it feels like their target audience is like 13 to 18 or like 8 to 18. Like, it feels very kid-oriented. We got Ricochet in the back with Renee. Renee, the hardest working person in the show. 2 weeks at Fright Night Dynamite. Once again, Kyle Fletcher looks like he takes his job seriously. That's the big thing for me, Dope. The people that come in and they're doing a like, I know we criticize Don Callis and his screwdriver, but at least Don feels serious. The Bucks never feel serious. Moxley has his flaws, but he feels serious. Jay White without his beard looks like an extra from... Okay, Ricochet trying to cut a promo. Cal's family and BCC blood and guts. Yeah, I don't think so, but that'd be interesting. All the heels in one cage. Dun, dun, dun. 142 watching. We can get it more than that. 147. Let's get back over 150 for the main event. AEW bring in Hobbs and make him a heel. Badass Brock Lesnar where he destroyed. Yes! When you have a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs, he just fucks people up. Period. That's all he's got to do is fuck people up until he bumps into a baby face that stops him. That's simple. I think our buddy Willie in the chat talked about this the other night. Oh, we're in the back. The BCC continue to beat up the jobber. Oh, wait. Top Flight. What is in the case? So the Job Squad is still fighting with the BCC. I don't find like so many factions, so many ineffective factions. That's the problem, Willie. It's not quantity, it's quality, right? Like there's so many useless factions. But the BCC getting in their truck and leaving. Riding through this world as literally the dark little fucking Johnny Hungy chasing him down the road. Really, that's the guy. The BCC versus the Dark Order. We know Dark Order's been here since day one. They should have been released day 2. Why is Christian Cage Jay White the main event? Why not? I'm okay with it being the main event. I don't hate it. Oh, wait. You're going to have to go through teams like Top Flight and Dark Order. Ooh, that's frightening. So Saturday on Collision, it will be the Trios champions against Top Flight. Like the stream. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget those little emojis. They do stuff. Too many backstage segments got me thinking of 3 letters. WCW. Yeah, you're right. I don't like all these backstage interviews. I like, you have a paying audience. Do more stuff in front of them. Yes. I don't have a lot of issue with tonight. I think it's given me enough to chew on to want to see where it goes. I mean, again, I think there's some stuff there that I'm really kind of into. I just feel like it didn't like, again, I think the BCC stuff is cool, but like the backstage segment we just got doesn't overly excite me because of who it is. And you set up a match for Collision with the Trios champions against guys I don't give 2 fucks about. So that's where I'm struggling a little bit. The strange part was they never explained that Bryan was in Don's group. Yeah, it's kind of an ongoing theme is we don't really explain everything or anything sometimes. What's up, Jake? How you doing? Jake, if you're the Jake from the football pool, stop trading with Nick. Not allowed. It's banned. You're banned from trading football players with Nick. I'm just kidding, but don't do it. MCMG Friday. Penguin scored. I'm happy to hear that. WWE's planning Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Thoughts? Perfect. Because that's the progression, right? But I don't know if you guys saw it on social media today. KO put a video out saying they won't let me talk. They don't want me there. I really like what they're doing with Kevin Owens right now. Kevin Owens is kind of doing the Moxley thing with main event guys, not jobber guys. Like, imagine KO was running out and beating up like Instead of beating up Cody and Randy, he beat up, I don't know, pick a fucking jobber team. But Christian giving the contract to the ref, and we are ready to go, folks. I will put it in the chat. I'm running out of voice. Just curious what everyone thinks, but dun 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 dun. Who wins? Who wins? Who wins? Hook will join Christian. Kill Switch is out. Yeah, but how does Hook help Christian's crew? Like, literally, it's like Christian and the Munchkins. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why would, like, Christian, Nick Wayne, and Hook? Great. Dad and his 2 teenage kids. Penguins suck. They do. I don't like them. But I don't want them to lose to Buffalo. Because Buffalo sucks too. Too many titles on the show. Way too many titles. But again, an ongoing issue. We beat that one to death. If they would get rid of one of the women's titles, get rid of the Continental title, and get rid of the Trios title, and then focus on the belts you have, like really have divisions and kind of a hierarchy building into it, it would be a lot better for the product. Fans like simplicity and simplify. When it's chaotic, that's where people turn off the TV, and you don't have to believe me. It's happening. And that's where, like, wait, who's fighting him? Like, what simplicity. Kenny's had a serious injury. He had diverticulitis, a very serious ailment. Same thing Brock Lesnar had once upon a time. It can literally take you out. And apparently Kenny was close. I believe it required surgery. I hope Kenny's okay. I haven't heard anything in months. Go Penguins. 1849. Okay. I would say Raw and NXT was better than tonight. Raw didn't really blow me away. NXT last night was better. A little bit. Oilers winning tomorrow. The Oilers need to pick their fucking socks up, buddy. But they're funny. The Edmonton, the same as last year. It's like they're like, we'll win later. We're okay. But yeah, a little bit of a clunky start for the Oil. Why did Anna Jay have to punch Adam Pearce? That is mini Adam Pearce. We will call him Mini Me. Omega return is going to be a surprise, I believe. I hope so. We need more surprises in AEW. We got to stop letting the dirt sheets leak everything. The walls have ears in AEW, and everything gets out before it should. But nice bridge by Jay. Got Christian in the submission. I like it. So does Ricochet target Sketchka while Ospreay targets Fletcher? Yes. Kind of what I predicted on Saturday. It looks like that's what's happening. Anna Jay versus Mariah May. Now we get Ricochet and Renee. #bars. And here comes Jay. Oh, Nick Wayne with a chair. Juice chasing him away. Like, Christian's a bad guy. And he's got Nick Wayne. And Nick Wayne's mom. Which, I mean, dude, like, your mom. But the good guys have 3 men and outnumber the heels. And now the good guys are being kicked out. Oh, it's fucking hurts my head. Penguins, puffins, and boobies. Oh my. Does everyone other than Dynamite have to have a theme? Does every other Dynamite have to have a theme? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, it is Halloween. I'm not going to give them shit, Willie. I mean, yes, too many. I think Saturday. Damien, is Saturday a fucking... Damien knows. Somebody said Saturday is a Battle of the Belts, and they haven't even talked about it once. End of regulation. All right. But I'm not... Listen, Halloween... Fright Night, Dynamite. Look at all the rhymes, MDB. I'm okay with it. But yeah, I mean, if you go back 2 years, like the 2023, no, last year, 2023, they were doing them way too much. Quake at the Lake, and oh, Jesus Christ. End of regulation. Thank you. Ricochet is never going to be a convincing talker. That's his Achilles heel. That is his Achilles heel. And that is one of the things that hurt him in WWE. I don't know what you do with that though. Like, do you put him with like an MVP? Does an MVP help like a Ricochet, or do you just what? I don't know. It's one of the things where you just can he figure it out? Can he get better in that regard? I don't know. But again, I love Ricochet, but that is his downfall, is the ability to connect. Sky Blue should be back soon. She was doing Victoria's Secret model show, and that knee looks fine. Yeah, I'm sure it was more than just her knee, bro. And again, Sky Blue coming back, yay, I guess it helps. But does it really make or break your division if you have Sky Blue, who has about 6 months of wrestling experience? I do not think AEW needs to do a Christmas show on Christmas night. Oh, I hope they don't. I hope they don't. Ricochet is the third wheel in his own feud. Oh, wow. That was cringe. 145 now. Let's go. 144, 143. Stop counting. 149. Let's go. We need one more. Now I got hiccups. Way to go, Unbroken. Ooh. Ricochet is now sent to Collision. Yep. Don't beat up the roadies. Oh, wait. That's the Dark Order. Is anybody jazzed about the idea? So you have Moxley becomes a world champion. And again, if anyone out there disagrees, I would love to hear what you disagree with. But you have Moxley win the world championship. And you're thinking, who's going to take on Jon Moxley? And they're beating up the Dark Order and Top Flight. To me, that's not good enough. We don't know what's in the case. We have no idea. No idea. He was beating everybody up with it. I don't even think commentary mentioned it, which is weird. I believe it could be the world title belt. It looked like an awfully thin. I don't know, maybe. And then why would you run around with the title in a suitcase? It's badass. I don't know. I believe it could be the world title. I love how they hit the picture 3 minutes before commercial lately. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, Trip. Right now, by the way, we are in picture. Christian is in control of Jay White. Deanna and Taya become a faction, but the last time we saw them, Taya lost to Willow. Yeah. And they just do a whole bunch of vignettes and nothing else. Again, Tony Khan is becoming Vincent McMahon. It's funny as shit. Sean, welcome back. Anyone know what was up with the briefcase Pac was carrying? He held on to it with, I don't know. And anybody out there can correct me. I didn't catch commentary really being like, oh, that's this or that's that. So I don't know. Can we get some love? All the love for Nick Wayne's mom. Yeah. And again, all I'm doing is asking questions. Let's take it to the biblics. Let's go. Let's go. This is actually a good episode of Dynamite. Good. There's stuff I don't like. I mean, again, if you might like it a little better than I did. There are some big holes, and I just don't feel like, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but nothing crazy exciting on the show tonight. Not bad. I wasn't bored. The show feels a bit long, but nothing like, oh my God. Wasn't a lot to really get out of your seat about. They're dragging him out. Nick Wayne's mom is the generation an old lady people like. I think, did I read that wrong? I wonder with Kill Switch Sick, does it change Christian's storyline? I don't know. I don't know why it really would, unless you were planning on having Kill Switch turn, but Christian can't cash in on Moxley. That doesn't make sense. Wasn't there pics of Omega in the ring with Ibushi working out again within the last week? Not that I saw, Ken, but that'd be very cool. Very interesting. Maybe that's why they're teasing like, oh, Kenny, happy birthday. Maybe. And apparently Ibushi wasn't going to come back from his double broken ankles. That sounds wrong. He's 2 broken ankles until Kenny was ready. So maybe that's the move, but Again, Kenny and Ibushi going after the Bucks doesn't overly excite me. Kenny and Ibushi going after Moxley and Pac, that I can get behind. Go Switchblade. And the crowd's pretty split, 59% on Jay White, Switchblade. I believe it could be the world title belt. Yeah, I got that one. I think it's Shane's contract. Daddy on TV. More interested in mommy. Is there any matches announced for next week's Dynamite? Yeah, they just said one. I'm not sure. You usually tell me first. Guns up! Has anyone seen Kelly Klein in professional wrestling? I believe so. That's random. Feels like too many commercial type of night on the show. Yeah, right. You kind of when nothing major is happening, you kind of notice the commercials, right? Overall, I'd say it was a good episode. It wasn't bad, but wasn't great. It did give us some stuff to see where it goes, so I'm okay. I think that's fair assessment. And again, I was very vocal about the things I didn't like. Jericho looks like the fucking wet dog, and I don't want him on my TV. Jericho. Oh, they announced Jericho in a ladder match. Is that going to be next week or at the Fright Night? Yeah, again, I think if Moxley's crew was confronted by like a big deal name, it would be more like, oh shit, because it's the Dark Order and Top Flight, I don't care. So that's a missed opportunity for me. But yeah, I think that's a perfect assessment of tonight's show. The last time Dynamite show was good, MJF was the world champ, and the AEW has been terrible in all aspects when MJF lost to Joe. I still say that AEW has less than 10 great episodes of Dynamite in 2024. And I've watched every single one of them with you guys. Thank you so much. It's a lie. I missed one. Most interesting moment was Marina Shafir dominating Darius Martin. Maybe we do like Martin turns and he becomes like Dom and Marina. AEW Dynamite tonight, a 5. We'll get there. But again, it was more, instead of like a big boom, it was more of a sparkler, you know? Wasn't a whole set of fireworks. It was a Roman candle. Now it makes zero sense for Christian to have contract unless someone like Darby. Yeah, again, I don't know what the expiry on the contract is. So you'd have to wait for Mox to lose it. But if this Mox storyline of him taking over the company is going to be a really good storyline, he can't lose the belt like at World's End or at Full Gear. I think that's a fair assessment, right? Like Moxley and his friends have to fuck up the company for a while. Pac's briefcase. You paid, so I clicked it. But yeah, I thought you were going to say panties. KJ, I know it doesn't fit the story at the moment, but about Moxley and Hangman. It doesn't quite fit right now, you're right, but Hangman's earned, to me, Hangman has been one of the best parts of AEW in 2024. That's my honest assessment. I think Hangman's been, now some out there would say, well, that's not good, but no, Hangman's also been one of the best parts of AEW wrestling in 2024. Christian back in the ring, misses Uranagi. Still one of my favorite moves to call. Fletcher versus Atlantis Jr. on Collision. Okay, so the positive flip on that noob, it's a Collision match. If Fletcher comes out and dominates, great. If it's competitive, you fucked up. But again, kind of like what I just said with everyone else. 2. Not a bad match. Fletcher takes out Ospreay, and instead of getting into something with Ospreay, I don't know. It is what it is. It's a Collision match. Big Show, I think he's done. I think the Big Show is done, or wasn't it recently Big Show said Tony Khan pays me a lot of money to do jack shit? Ricochet has issued an open challenge on Collision. There you go. Can't even build an angle. We just have an open challenge. And you, Private Party, and Danny Garcia versus the Bucks and Jack Perry. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Sounds like a Collision match. If the Hurt Syndicate doesn't eventually go after the BCC, I'd be disappointed. What if Bobby isn't coming? How about that? Okay. That ladder match makes me so mad, Dale. Honestly, that ladder match is fucking putrid. Like, Jericho's almost at the point where he needs one of those things that carry you up the stairs, the little fucking lifts. Now you're going to put him in a ladder match? Great. So Mark Briscoe's going to have to lay on the mat for 11 minutes while Jericho gets to the top of the ladder. Fucking lovely. Chad, how we doing tonight? Y'all good? It looks like we're good. It's been a good one here tonight. KJ, does Ovi break the Great One's goal record this year? He is 42 goals away. Ew. I think it might take till next year. All depends. Hangman takes out Jay. And it's over. I hate the ref. I hate all the refs. If you're a ref and you have an AEW shirt, a referee shirt that says AEW on it is less valuable than one that says Foot Locker. Elite versus Garcia and Private Party next week. Okay. Adam Page doing his Dexter Loomis impression. Why the F Jericho doing a ladder match at... Shut up, Vance. I can't get into it. Yeah, this Saturday, they finally mentioned it. Oh, by the way, this Saturday, Battle of the Belts. I don't care. Kill switch, yes. He had double pneumonia. He passed out. T's and P's. Trust me, I get that one. Scary shit. I'd like to see Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan. I'd like to see Chris Jericho versus a garbage dumpster. And the dumpster wins. When does AEW mention the Penelope? They won't. Tip Cabian. I'm glad I read that right in the first try. Kip Sabian again. Yeah, I don't get it. Hangman's getting Jay. Now, I don't mind this. Jay and Hangman can do well. I'm okay with this. As we are 8 minutes over, if anyone was wondering. You're an Ogie. Oh, fuck. Steve Money. I actually took me a second. They're like, what is he? Oh, I get it. I heard Jericho and Swerve will both be off Collision this week. Ooh. Thank fuck. Ricochet versus Hologram for best of 101 in 225. In 2025, that's Ricochet's future. Bobby ain't coming. Do you imagine if Bobby doesn't come? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Dynamite. I will take your rating out of 10. We're going to hang around for a few minutes, talk about the show. What did you like? What didn't you like? What were you hoping for that didn't happen? And what is your rating out of 10? We take a rating out of 10 for all the shows, so make sure you show up and let us know how you felt. The way AEW writes the show, that they probably have the Big Show as the next champ. No, he's too big. Big guys don't win in AEW. Moving on. Wow, great match. Christian is really going head up with Jay White. Yeah, I thought it was a good match, and I don't mind the ending. I didn't mind the ending of the match at all because we saw what happened at the pay-per-view. Jay White and Hangman could have a pretty good feud here. I'm okay with this. So, yeah, not a bad match. This match is getting dull. Had to go to the doctor. Why does AEW and the BCC feel like WCW old blood and new blood and the leader is above average Mike Sanders? Because of who they're challenging. And Kenny, you're not wrong at all. It's kind of what I've been talking about. It's the theme of the night. And the best example I can give everybody is if Solo, Jacob, and the Tongans were coming in to take on Alpha Academy. it doesn't really seem that cool. But when they come, when Jacob shows up and helps annihilate Roman or annihilate Kevin Owens or Randy Orton or Paul Heyman, now it feels legitimate. But when you're using the lesser lights, the lower card guys, the Mike Sanders of AEW, it doesn't pop because you should bully them. You shouldn't be in like a competitive battle with them. You should bully the fuck out of them, right? Like there should be Cesaro lawn darting Dante Martin like he's Rey Mysterio. Don't matches like this. Wow, Hangman interferes. Low key fact, I hate AEW's refs. I hate them all. 7 minutes overtime for this match. Hangman go away. 6. All right, the ending was dull. Big Show needs to come home to the place where he'll get more respect. Big Show's at that point where Big Show can just be Big Show. 6 out of 10. Who the fuck is Kip Sabian? The guy with the only pen in AEW, that's who Kip is. Christian can't sign his contract because Kip stole the only fucking pen in the company. 6 out of 10 at best. MDB, the refs or the company is so buried in their own booking, honestly makes me no sense and gives them zero credibility going forward. So many areas are embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, again, that's it's all about your presentation. It's all about how you package it. And I just don't think Tony Khan knows because he doesn't have the experience to know that the referees, the timekeepers, the commentary, they all play such a huge role in presenting the wrestling. And that's what I think fell short at WrestleDream. The announcers, the commentary, they should be ringing the bell. There should be, you have refs and security come out, but you have the bad guys, king of the castle, and they don't let anybody in, and you create emotion. And then you have someone like JR going, somebody stop that son of a bitch, and you create that excitement. It doesn't exist in this company. It's just all stuff for stuff for stuff. 6 out of 10. The instant classic. 5 out of 10. Why does AEW have all these people that you're supposed to know? Because there's 259 of them, and I feel like they're like, if you're not used within a certain time frame, like if you're not used on TV at least once every 3 months, their contract's void. So like every once in a while, somebody randomly, it's like whack-a-mole with wrestlers. Tony's just like, fuck. Would love to see Vince McMahon come just to probably the last battle of the belts since Rampage is going away, allegedly. Yeah, I don't know. Battle of the belts is a waste of time. They don't even advertise it. 4.5 out of 10 knee pads. 7. I can live with a 7. That seems fair, Robert. 6 out of 10. That's how we went off the air. I guess. I mean, it wasn't the biggest of things, but I don't know. No Shane. No, there will never be Shane, I don't think. 6 out of 10. Mox should have just made some kind of deal with Christian for the contract instead of getting Darby shot. That's fair. And tonight might have been better served if like the ending of the night, the main event was Moxley and his crew fucking everybody up. Like that might have been a better segment. You put the Young Bucks in the main event, you have a match, and then we do what we did with the BCC where they come out and fuck everybody up. And like, then we leave it like, and you have like Shivani going like, what's in the case? And then we go off the air. That might have worked a little better. No. 6.5 for me at most. If Bobby come, what will the purpose? Because they still haven't figured out most past W. I don't know. I like, again, if you put the Hurt Business together in AEW, who are they going to fight? The only team now that is even big enough to take them on would be Callis family. Logan Paul confirmed he is coming back. Yeah, we always knew. The Jacob Fatu part, Damien, I don't believe. I still don't believe it. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. It would be a waste of time. But Logan Paul will be a full-time wrestler in 2025. If they booked Logan and Jacob, it would be stupid. And anybody reporting that, I don't believe they really know that. And if that was true, they wouldn't be telling us publicly. Think about it. They're not going to say, oh, by the way, when I come back, I'm going to fight Jacob. Yeah, no. I like Nick Wayne's mom. She's got it going on. There you go. 6.5 out of 10. Ringsider Anthony. This was not half bad. I actually kind of enjoyed tonight's show. 6.8 out of 10. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Show gets 1.99, 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10. But Wyatt 6 took on the Alpha Academy. Yeah, and then where did that go for the Wyatt 6? Listen, I was the biggest advocate of the Wyatt Six. It's getting a little bit meh. What are they doing? Do something. You got to do something. And I'll be honest, you guys sometimes think I favor one company over the other. The Wyatt Six stuff was really cool, but they beat up the Alpha Academy. No biggie. And then what? Where are we going? What are we doing? Got a couple QR codes. But you know what I want instead of QR codes? I want them to just show up and fuck things up. Fuck everybody up. Do what the BCC did tonight. But climb the ladder. And yeah, wrestling is boring. We need another alternative. Well, Adam, I don't know what to tell you. You let me know. We'll be here covering fucking Antique Roadshow next week. 4 to 10. Why are both are heels? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. 6 out of 10 says Will. 7 says Boston. Good night. See you Friday. All right, 4 to 10. My rating for tonight, I'll give it a 6. I thought tonight was okay. It wasn't a complete. It lacked the pop, right? It's like Jiffy Pop. It lacked the pop. It didn't get where I needed it to go. There was some story, some decent quality. I liked the Moxley stuff. I thought Swerve answering Shelton was a bitch move from the back. But overall, 6. It was a average show, but not a low end average show. It might be the highest Dynamite rating I've given in about a month. I'll give tonight a 6. I thought it was okay. Didn't actually tank, but it didn't actually stir my stick too hard. I was going to give it a 7, Boston Gamer, but KJ would have had a problem with us thinking alike. LOL. The only reason why you liked the show tonight is Boston liked it. Let's be real. 4 out of 10. At least we know who Boston's going to be helping during the Wing Challenge. 9.73 out of 10. We'll accept that. All right, you have that. That was literally one of the laziest booking shows I've seen. So many random occurrences and nonsensical feuds. Way too many backstage segments. And again, you got to take your key people and put them out in front of the audience. And then you take your not as key people, not your lower people, and put them in the fucking back. Swerve shouldn't be in the back doing shit. Bring them out. Get the crowd going. Like if Nana comes out during the MVP part, the whole crowd starts swerving, right? That you got to do that. You got to build the hype. They missed that opportunity. The Outrunner segment was completely wasted. It was like silly, but at least the crowd was going nuts. And Tony needs to do more of that. Put the people that the fans are reacting to in front of the people. 3 out of 5. All right, bucking the system, are you? Shane definitely doesn't fit Moxley's faction anymore. It all depends on how they do it. I was going to say, but I said it's 7. There you go. You guys are kindred. The AEW commentary will tell you that this is a great wrestler from another company and he has achieved. Yeah, again, and they don't. The AEW commentary sucks and they don't tell stories. They don't push emotion. Excalibur is useless, and Excalibur wearing a mask is embarrassing. It's like Tony Khan wearing the neck brace at the NFL draft. It's embarrassing. It's childish. Be a professional. Again, a lot of this show feels like it's aimed at children, little children, stupid children. I don't know what to tell you. 10 out of 10, everybody are friends. Let's have fun. There you go. There you go. There you go. 5 shows, 6, 10. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say last call on the chat. I click through those last few ones, and then I'm going to bed. Can't rate Dynamite tonight. My attention was divided on other things. Well, at least you're being honest. Most people say it was a 10 out of 10 and didn't even see it. I saw 3 clips. It was a perfect show, man. No brother loved the show. This has got a yeah, you guys are getting creepy. 7. Of all the super rich people on the planet, why can't we get a decent wrestling? It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Because usually the people with that kind of money are fucked. And that's what happens. That says 0.4 out of 10. Shelton, Magnum, Floyd saved the show. Lisa, those were the best parts of the show. I wish Shelton would have won faster and had a better, create a really good story for him. And, you know, MVP runs his mouth. Swerve comes out. You get a face-to-face. Shelton backs off. All right, we'll do this on my terms. Not tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks. You create anticipation. Simple, guys. Again, I'm just a guy, but that's simple to me. Now that Dom and Liv split Judgment Day, I know I still think they're all together. Anybody else say anything cool? 6 out of 10 from Safit. Wyatt 6 will be done by the end of the year. I don't think they're going to be done. I have faith that it's going to go somewhere. They just have to, they need to put some they got to throw some coals on this fire and get it burning. 6 out of 10, 6.5. Flat soda, no pop. KJ is generous today. I gave it a 6. Everyone says I hate this shit. 6. That's not bad. So, yeah, I'm feeling generous. I'm being nice. There was more okay stuff. Just, again, I need some pop. I need some pop. Cheers. Decent show, but I feel like it was cramped. Tonight's show was all about, yeah, it was all Jimmy's fault. There you go. There you go. All right. Anyway. Boston, I see your last comment. It's hilarious. It's because of the scar down the middle. That scar in his head just solidified the whole dickhead fallacy there. But, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for joining the Wrestling for Life Network. Remember, tomorrow, the Hot Wing Challenge, the Trivia Challenge, the battle, the fun. Myself, Nick, Anthony going 1-on-1. The triple threat of all triple threats, the biggest matchup, the most exciting matchup of the week. Us three going at it and finding out who knows more and who's going to eat the most wings. It's going to be a fun one. Be there. SmackDown Friday, more content than you can shake a stick at. Be a friend, tell a friend. Do not miss out on all the fun. And I'm just stalling to find the button as always. But ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. Remember, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We watch more live wrestling than anyone else. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We are the wrestling friends you can't get in your real life. And if you really love us, tell all your friends about us. See you tomorrow. And until then, have a good night. See you on the flip side. Bye.